Wow, shining to Mars. Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicol Concilio and welcome to the video, y'all. Ooh, girl, I am trying out a new foundation. I'm trying out actually the Shiseido one on my TikTok. So make sure you're following me on my TikTok because I have been posting a lot of little mini reviews on there and I have been loving it. TikTok is such a great community. So today we are going to be trying out the new Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighters and blushes. You guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was very surprised that I received these in the mail. I wasn't expecting it at all, and I am a little bit nervous reviewing this today, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, we'll try it out, we'll see what the tea is. So I obviously have my base done. I don't have any bronzer or any blush on, so that is what we are going to be testing out and trying today. We also have some highlighters. You guys know, if you've been watching me now for a little bit, I've been mentioning how highlighters have kind of not really been a staple in my makeup routine anymore. I don't really add them as much. I've really just been enjoying the more matte look, the more matte kind of like velvety vibe. All right, so the first thing I want to do is take a look at these bronzer blush duos. Those are very intriguing to me. The first thing I noticed right away is that the packaging is very big. It's a little bit like clunky, but you do get a full-size mirror, and this is what it looks like inside. You have, it looks almost like a baked formula. You have your bronzer and your blush. I do wish that the product size, like the pan, was larger, but that's just me being like nitpicky, you know? And there definitely is some weight to the product. This first one is called Stay Rosy and Yummy Toffee. The next one we have is kind of like a purpley blush with a light bronzer. This is Lilac Love and Top Tan. Ooh, this blush is really pretty. Pink Me Up and Oh Honey. A lot of these bronzers do look like a little bit similar to the naked eye. We have Golden Goddess and Warm Flush. This bronzer definitely does have more of a warm tone to it for sure. This is probably the one I'll wind up using. Oh, that's pretty. Here is Hot Lava and Cocoa Rich. The next color we have here is Espresso Shot and Be Rouge. This one definitely has like a very warm undertone. I do feel like some of these lighter blushes could have been replaced with maybe a little bit more darker shades. So I'm of course only gonna be able to attest to the shades that work for me. But either way, let's do some swatches for you guys. Here are some swatches of the blush. Sorry I don't have Riley here today doing these close-up shots for you guys. He actually hurt his back, so you know, millennial, almost 30 tings. But here are swatches. Some of them are shimmery and some do look a little bit more matte. I do feel like these blushes here are very light. They're very light colored, even just like the payoff is light. And here are swatches of the bronzers. Obviously, these two in the middle here are a little bit too light for me, but I wanted to make sure to swatch them all. All right, so I'm gonna zoom you guys on in, and the shade that we're gonna be using is Yummy Toffee. I feel like this will be a good bronzer shade for me. All right, so I am taking this shade, and let's get to bronzing. I'm gonna do my neck / chin first. Hey, Mo. All right, let's go in and bronze. I definitely am dunking in the bronzer a few times, just as like a little disclaimer. This is like the third layer. All right, let's get our forehead. I'm trying to apply it all before I kind of like form an opinion, you know? I feel like I'm applying so many layers. I don't know, it's like kind of applying a little bit patchy on my skin. Like, I'm trying to compare it to Fenty bronzers because that's what I wear the most. Like, I've gone over it a lot, right? It's a little bit weird that like this side of my face is darker, kind of like a little bit darker here, and then this side is light. I've definitely applied the same amount of layers for sure, but let's go ahead and try the blush because I don't want to like give my opinions on everything until I've like used it. But definitely some weirdness going on here for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and use the blush that is called Sunkissed. I'm taking it on my Fenty Beauty brush. So again, the same thing is happening. Like this cheek is like darker and then this cheek is lighter. And I don't have any dry patches for once in my life. I'm gonna add some to my nose. Okay, so I do feel like applying the blush definitely helped with any muddiness or any patchiness that was going on with the bronzers. I do like the blush, and I think what could have happened with the bronzers is like, this is a baked formula. I'm used to a pressed formula. Like I said and mentioned earlier, I'm obsessed with the Fenty bronzers, so I was kind of comparing it to that. I think because that this is baked, the more layers I tried to get it like the payoff, I think it kind of made it muddy in that sense. So I think if you like softer bronzers, if you like softer blushes just in general, you probably will like this product. However, me, I tend to like things that are like more pigmented, more pressed, and with blushes, I've actually been gravitating a bit more towards cream blushes lately, so just wanted to kind of give those thoughts on the blush and bronzer duos. I'm also very new with baked formulas. I tend to just do a lot of pressed pigments and pressed powders. So yeah, so let's go ahead and move on over to the highlighters. And I'm gonna use my Milk makeup brush. The color I'm using is Iced, and let's just dunk right on in. Ooh, she's okay. She's pigmented. You do not need that much. Shine to the gods. Oh my god. All right, I'm using my blender to kind of diffuse it. You do not need a lot of product for these highlighters. Wow, shining to Mars, to Mars, to Mars. The highlighters are definitely more of a hit for me, for sure, than the baked bronzers. Wow, I have butterfingers. All right, so let me zoom you guys on out and give you some of my final thoughts on this launch. The highlighters were very pretty. You do not need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. They are hella pigmented. I think if you're someone who likes to shine and glow to the gods, to Mars, you'll really like the highlighters. The bronzer and blush duos were a little bit of a miss for me, just because, like I was saying earlier, I don't prefer baked bronzers. I liked my pressed powders. I like my Fenty bronzer. The reason it got a little bit muddy on my cheeks is because I was trying to layer it so much. And just in general, I've been on more of a cream blush kick, and that's kind of been my thing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little review. Make sure to subscribe if you like what you see, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.